Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Boeuf or Bassin. If you guys can tell, we're out here on the river again. One of my favorite spots. If you guys been watching my channel, you've seen me fish here plenty of times, especially right back in this little area where we're about to start. The water is super low. I don't know if you guys can tell from the camera, but super low. Tons of leaves on top of the water. It's Halloween week, so it's full blown fall now here, but it's still getting pretty hot. It's supposed to get up to about 90 degrees today, so we're here a little late. It's about 9 o'clock. We're going to throw around some chatterbaits and stuff like that. We've been getting bit on here lately, and hopefully we'll be able to catch us a nice fall bass, and we'll just see what happens today. The water's super low, like I was saying, so it kind of makes me a little nervous on where these fish are going to be, because a lot of the stuff's almost out of the water, but we'll just see what we can do, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Alright y'all, if y'all have watched my last two videos, I think it is, we've had really good luck with this chatterbait on the river. Let me see if I can get this untangled. We've had really good luck with this chatterbait, but the skirt, it was kind of like a green pumpkin, purple flake skirt, and it was all chewed up or whatever. A lot of pieces were missing, so I made this one. I think the skirt color is called like a fry garter. It's like a brown and kind of orangish color with some purple mixed in. Then I put a few strands of purple in there. Still got the little swim bait on the back. It's the, I think I've been calling it the Zaco, but it's not. It's the Z-Man Simmer Shad or something like that. I think is what it's called. We're just gonna throw this around, starting off first thing this morning, run these bridge pilings and then this wood, and then work our way up over there to that point and see if we can get us some fish first thing this morning. There we go. It's a little guy, but it's the first fish of the morning. I was just about to put up the chatterbait right here and flip this little BFE right here. It's the first one of the morning right there. There's a pale looking bass. Water's kind of stained up a little bit. Hasn't quite got that clear color yet, but that guy's got a messed up jaw a little bit, it looks like. Came right off the side of this little lay down right here in the water. We've been fishing for probably about 25-30 minutes now. Maybe not quite that long, but it's our first bite. Just water's so dang low. I don't know if you guys can tell. Normally, like, we're up to that root ball right there. The water will be right up a little bit under that, but it's so low you guys can kind of look down the bank and tell. But we're just going to try to figure out what to do. I'm thinking about tying on a jig, kind of like a lighter little flipping jig, to fish some of this deeper, well, not really deeper, but stuff that's out a little bit further away from the bank. There's not really much cover on the bank right now. We fished down that whole bank down there, and a lot of that little stumps and stuff that were in the water normally were out of water. So I'm gonna pick up right here and flip up this little crawl right here, the little big bite baits, BFE, and see if we can get bit. And if not, we'll probably make our way down the river a couple hundred yards and throw the chatterbait some more, or start flipping that jig. But I'll flip this little lay down real quick, pick it apart, and see if we can catch this one right here. We'll fish this last little brush pile right here, tugging out of the water, and then gonna make us a run. Oh, oh my gosh, what was that? Gosh, I think that may have been a bowfin. Gosh, that was a big one. That would have been a fun fight. Like I was saying, we're just going to fish this last little lay down and make a run down the river a couple 100 yards. Try to find us a clean spot. There's a lot of this spots. I don't know if you guys can see all this green little film on top of the water. I really don't like fishing this areas like that. Just the water just feels real dirty and it gets all in your reel and on your line. It'll stain your reel and everything up real bad. And my little frogging setup I got right here, it's stained up pretty bad from fishing stuff like that. But I want to try to find, if we can find like a little mixture of that little river grass like that with some wood. I feel like that'll be the area that's holding the fish. But I feel like if we can just find some cleaner water, we'll be able to get bit. Alright, y'all, we're gonna try something different. We got a little small little, I think this is a 1/8 ounce weight, a little 2-aught hook and like a small zoom trick worm, whatever, and like a green pumpkin, green flake. We're gonna throw around some of these laydowns and see if we can get bit. We got this size on it. If we can't get bit on this one, then we may go down to a smaller size. But so far the bite this one has been tough, pretty much basically non-existent. We've had like that one fish and we've had 2 other bites and that's it. But we're gonna fish some of this little shallow stuff that's barely in the water and hopefully there'll be a fish holding up on it. Probably gonna make another move here in a minute once we fish this little lay down over here. Hopefully there's some hungry fish because I really don't know what else to do. I really felt like the chatterbait was gonna get us bit again this morning, but so far it has not. Oh no. God, that was a good bite. Just got it. Oh my God, come on. What is it? It's a little one? He's not getting it all the way. Alright, all right, here at our next spot. Got a little river bend right here. See if there's some fish over here. This is normally another good spot I like to fish at, but I've been saying that so far about every spot we've stopped at, and so far we only have one fish. So there we go, there's a good one. Oh yeah. Oh my God. That's a real good one. Oh, don't come off, don't come off. God, that's a good one. It's a 3-pounder. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come here, I got you. Yes, sir, look at that. Gosh, I knew we were gonna do the right thing. Had to finesse it up a little bit, 10-pound line, small little weight, but look at that. That freaking Boeuf river bass right there, y'all. God. Well, I'm kind of back away because I made a couple casts at that spot before he finally bit it, but I feel like the first cast in there I got bit, but I thought maybe it was just like a limb or something I hit. But God, look at that right there, y'all. It's a long, skinny bass, but he's got a little gut on him. But gosh, that's what we came here for. That's probably about a 2.5, 3-pound bass. Came right there off that little, in between those 2 trees right there. On the finesse arm, let's let him go. Get a quick picture. Let's let him go. That's a good fish. I've been struggling today, but we were blessed this today. Hopefully we'll catch a few more of these. It's our first fish in a while and our first one on that worm, so should be a good sign. Hopefully there's more that are ready to eat. Little small zoom finesse trick worm, or zoom trick worm, I'm sorry. This isn't the finesse style one, but we're using it kind of as a finesse worm, but just a little small bullet weight. Pulled it right off them. Oh gosh. Came right off in between those two trees. There's a little tree that's laying sideways right there. I hopped it over, and as soon as it hit the bottom, I just felt him pick it up, and I didn't think it was going to be that big of a fish, but it's a good start. Oh my gosh, come on. Guess like 4 or 5 different times this dang lay down right here. There had to be one right here. Gosh. I feel like we've been getting bit on the isolated pieces, like you guys can tell, like there's not, like the little lay down over there we fished and get bit. And this is just one by itself. They're not too close together, and they're in pretty shallow water, but this seems like the one we've been getting bit at the most. We've had whites. Oh, there we go. Right there, just like how I said it earlier, y'all, right? These little isolated spots. It doesn't look like much right there at all, but there's a few little branches that come out a little bit further away from the bank. Look at that guy, real pale guy, kind of looks pretty healthy. Thank you. Just that little brush pile right there, y'all. Just, it's not very deep at all right there. It didn't take long for that bait to hit the bottom. It didn't take long for him to get it either. But that seems to be the little spots we've been getting bit on more, and it seems to be on the, I guess this would be the outside of the river bend, outside channel, or whatever you want to call it, where it's a little bit shallower and flatter. Just those other 2 bites that we've gotten that have been where we caught that big one. Most of our bites have been on this side, on the shadier side, just in little shallow spots. Like there's a few little logs right here we're going to hit. And that seems to be where these fish are positioned at or sitting at. I'm not sure why, but it just seemed to where I've got most of my whites at, so that's just where we're going to keep fishing. Hey everybody, if you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As you can tell in the video, it was a pretty tough day. We were able to kind of salvage the day a little bit by catching that one decent sized fish. The river's been fishing kind of tough for me lately, especially going upriver. Last trip before this one, we went downriver. We actually had a pretty good day, but that's just part of fishing. The water was super low, but we were able to get out there and just try to do what we could do and just hope for the best. But be on the lookout for future videos here coming out soon. We got another river video coming out and then another lake video coming out here soon, so be on the lookout for those. And please make sure, if you haven't already, to like and subscribe to my channel. And once again, thank you for watching.